In this video, we're gonna be doing a piano tutorial on the song Sweet by Psycho by Ava Max. Check it out. My name is Diego from the Hit Music Studio, and in this channel we regularly do song tutorials and videos with tips and techniques to get you guys to learn music the fastest and the easiest way possible. So definitely consider subscribing. Let's go to a close-up of the piano so we can get started. Fairly cool song, a couple of black notes, but at the same time not that hard to play because it's very repetitive. So you're gonna do G flat, B flat, D flat as the first chord. That is a G flat major chord. And my suggestion will be to do it with fingers 1, 3, and 5. So G flat, B flat, D flat, immediately followed by a D flat major in inversion, A flat, D flat, F. Now we have a video on inversions. We'll post a card on that so you can check it at the end of this one if you want to know what inversions mean. But we're playing A flat, D flat, F on the second chord. Third chord is going to be A flat, C, and E flat. And that's going to be an A flat major. So if I just do the first three, so 1, 2, 3, 4, second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, third one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on the next one, it's a B flat minor, which is going to be B flat, D flat, F. But it goes followed fairly quickly by, again, an A flat major. So it sounds like this. And this one is important to probably count in eighth notes. What I mean by that is doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the first chord of that fourth part is going to cover 1 and 2. And when I say and, right after I say 2, I'll play the second chord. So it goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the other chords are whole notes. You're playing them for 4 counts and fairly easy. Remember, a suggestion that I have is take a notebook and write all of these notes in order so you can actually see them, and that way after you write them you can probably start playing them in groups, maybe the first 2, then add the third one, and so on. So let's try to do that whole section slowly. Let me actually put a drum beat so we have a reference. So it's gonna sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Not super complicated. If you never played chords that have black notes, it is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I suggest going a little bit on the inside. So if I was going to play, let's say, a C major, I play it here, but when I go to a D flat major, my hand goes a little bit on the inside. And that is something that may help you play them a little bit more comfortably. Now, the other thing that I would like to mention on this one is probably 1, 3, and 5 for all of them. And you are jumping a little bit. Try to aim with your thumb when you go to the next chord. So for example, like here, my thumb is on G flat, then my thumb is on A flat. That may give you almost like an anchoring point so you can play them. So let's talk about the left hand. Left hand for this beginning is going to be G flat with finger 5, finger 1 on D flat, then finger 4 on A flat, immediately followed by B flat and A flat again. So with 5 fingers, pretty much 4 of them, you can play all of the notes without moving and jumping around. And my suggestion would be to practice, of course, very slowly without drums or metronome, and then try to do it with drums. So I'll do it fairly slowly. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, the counting that I'm doing there on that last measure is so I can play that second chord correctly, which it's pretty important because I think as a musician you want to try to be accurate when you are playing things. So let me go ahead and play that, which is pretty much all of the choruses of the song, so you can see it in context. So it sounds... With that, you can cover pretty much all the choruses. I want to say, because there was a comment in another video, what we're trying to show you here is the actual piano part that was played in the recording, or what the keyboard player will play in her band, in Ava Max band. We don't have tutorials like the ones that look like a video game in which you're playing what she is singing. We don't believe that that's that functional, because if you do get into a band, or if you start playing at your church or at your school, you're not gonna really play what the singer sings ever. That's not really done in any type of situation that we can think of. So we like to show you the parts in case you end up, and that happened to me when I was growing up. I ended up playing with one of my idols when I was, of course, a lot older. It's very cool to actually play with them and play the parts of their album and have them sing with you. So we don't believe it's that functional to be learning parts of songs that you're doing the melody, because hopefully you can get a singer to sing the song with you. So let me show you the second part. The second part is what the verse does. So let me actually go ahead and put drums for this part and put it on the slower side. We're playing a couple of notes, not particularly challenging, but I think the fingers are specific. So important to do this first two with fingers 4 and 2. We're talking about B flat and G flat. And it sounds like that. Is fairly short, in one note after the other. You leave a space, then we're gonna do A flat and F. Then we're gonna move to the right to play E flat, C. And then you're gonna do D flat, B flat, and C, A flat. So it sounds like this with drums. That's where it repeats. If you hear the recording, it's almost like both of these parts sometimes are played at the same time, like the part that I show you for the chorus and then this part as well. But I think to make it functional playing it live, I will probably play this for the verses and the chorus do the full chord, so it sounds a little bit fuller. Now let me show you left hand on that, finger 3 on G flat, because in this case we're gonna actually go to a lower note down here for the D flat. So let me show you just the left. It's gonna be G flat, hold it for 4 counts, then D flat with pinky, then A flat with finger 2, and then we're gonna go to B flat, A flat. So again, 4 counts on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, pinky, 1, 2, 3, 4, A flat, 1, 2, 3, and then B flat and A flat. Now here, one thing that I like to do is make sure that it's 1 finger per key. That way you don't have to be jumping around. Let me go ahead and play this with 2 hands so you have it in context. So it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that part tends to repeat twice. So with those 2 parts, we believe that you can play pretty much almost the whole song. So that concludes the tutorial. We hope it was easy to follow along. If you guys want another song tutorial, you can click this video out. If you want another video to take your piano skills a little bit further, you can click this one out. Remember to give us a like if you learned something new, and we'll see you guys in the next one.